I'm having a nostalgic moment. I'm going to be making applesauce and I need to go to the hometown farmer's market to buy some apples. But first, I want to look at some other goodies as well. They don't just have baked goods, they have antiques. They have clothing. There's outdoor and indoor vendors. They sell dried meats. They can sell Pennsylvania Dutch cooking. But I am specifically here for one thing and one thing only: apples. So once I get these apples home, I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to need in order to make your applesauce awesome. These bags are heavy, but let's get them in the house. So you're first going to need one of your favorite knives. I got 2 of them out just in case. A cutting board, a place to throw away your seeds and the things that you don't need. You're going to need a stock pot, and you're going to need a mill. I'm going to link in the description a mill that you can get from Amazon. That way you can have one of your own, as well as something to put the applesauce in when you're finished. So you're going to need some water in the bottom of your pot so that your apples don't get burnt on the bottom. You're also going to need to stir this a lot. Let's get to cutting the apples. First, you want to cut it into half and then quarter it. That's when I usually cut in the inside to get the seeds and the hulls of the seeds out. I'll show you what I mean here in a moment. So here's how I quarter them. And then here's the part that you don't want right here. Even if it doesn't have a seed, get rid of that. If there's any bruises or any weird lumps or bumps on the apple, now's a good time to discard them into your bowl. So there's a not so good spot, so got rid of that. And let's cut these all up and put them in the pot. So let's speed this up for you because it's going to take a while for me to cut all those apples. Alright, so once you're finished cutting the apples, you're going to want to put the heat just above medium. I usually put it at around 6 if you happen to have a number to go by. So I'm going to add more water. You want your water to apple ratio to be around 1/4 water to apple or 1/3 water to apple, depending on how many apples you have in the pot. Let me show you here in just a moment. As I stir it here, you're going to notice there's a water line right about there. You see the water there? So it's kind of deep in there, not any more than half because your applesauce is going to be too mushy. You do want to stir a lot so that the apples don't get burnt to the bottom of the pot. But as you stir, you're going to want to find the gloopy parts that are starting to become mushy like that. That's a good indication that it's cooking down nicely. So you want it to simmer and you want to stir. And then you want it to simmer again. And then you want to stir again. Simmer. You get it. Once the apples are really cooking down, you'll notice that your whole house starts to smell really good. Now, once you get to a point where there's more mush than apple bits and they don't have shape anymore, that's when I turn it down to medium heat. I keep stirring it though, and as you stir, you'll notice that it will get more mushy. Once you notice that the skins are completely off of the apple bits, that's when you know it's pretty safe to start putting it into your mill. So I cool it down. I don't do this when it's super duper hot. I allow it to cool for a little bit. And then you turn the mill. This is going to push the apple through into the bowl. That's your applesauce. But it's going to keep the skins and all of the other debris separate. So I'm going to keep on doing that, speed this up for you. You want to get the hull of the seeds out of the apple because that's going to end out in your teeth when you're eating your applesauce. It's not very good. But here's our finished product. Yay, applesauce! I used Macintosh apples specifically for this, but you can use Cortland apples. You can also mix apples. Granny Smith apples are a little too bitter, but it depends on what you like. You might be able to try them and enjoy it. You can also add cinnamon brown sugar or regular sugar at this point. Hey, Ilya.
Yeah?
You want some fresh, warm applesauce?
Yes, please.
I personally don't add any cinnamon or sugar to it. I let that to be on the choice of the person who's eating it. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you make lots of applesauce. And please like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments. Otherwise, have a great day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!